Namaste, my dears, and welcome to LaVi Sound and Yoga. I'm Laura, and this full body yin yoga sequence is especially targeting our hips and our spine, but it will work with all body regions to have a nice balanced stretch for our body. We will start in a seated position. If you want to elevate your hips a little bit, because it is more easy for you to sit, then please do so. And we will bring the soles of our feet together in front of us. So if the feet are meeting here, the knees can fall open to the side. And you can take the feet closer, but you can also bring them a little bit further away from you. It depends what feels good in your hips. And then from here, you bend forward. You can round your back and you just go till the first edge of resistance. So in yin yoga, we are working with passivity. So we are trying not to to force us in any position. We are not trying to pull on us. So what we are doing with our hands actually is more to rest them here on the floor or on our legs. You can also bring the arms underneath your legs here. It doesn't really matter. It matters more what you can perceive and that you are honest with yourself and that you are not stepping over the boundaries of your own body. Relax the head here, so the shoulders and the neck area can also let go. And get into a really gentle and natural paced breathing. So we start this sequence with a nice combination of hip and spine. What we have here is a gentle hip opener, so you might feel the insides of your legs and your thighs. And at the same time, we are leaning forward, so we have the length in our back. Again, be honest with yourself. If you came too far down, then back up a little bit or do whatever feels good for you. Take a couple of more breaths and really connect with your breath in an aware state. So be aware how you breathe in and out for 3 more breaths. And then slowly roll your back up that you come into a straight position with your spine again. Help with your hands, your knees together. And then bring the feet like hip width distance apart. Then from here, come with your buttocks off the mat. We'll just turn here. So the heels probably come off the floor, and then it is more easy. You let now your head like hang down and just straighten your legs, that we are coming into a standing forward fold. But the thing in standing forward fold in yin yoga, it is not about touching the floor or, as I said, like forcing yourself down. You can bend the knees as much as you wish. You can just let your arms hang down or even take the opposite elbows. And then find a position for you where you feel relaxed in, even if it is a little bit challenge. And we will not stay forever here. But for the moment, bend the knees as much as you wish. Find a position for your arms which fits you. And relax the head. And breathe naturally. So the head hangs just where it is. And it is natural that the blood is flowing into our head. So don't worry about this. It is not bad. What we have here, additionally to our spine, which is again long here and can hang down, we have the stretch and stimulation on the back of our both legs. And if it's too much, as I said, just bend the knees a little bit more. Try to relax also the face muscle, the jaw, and feel the ground, feel the earth underneath your feet. Take some more breath here. And we come out of the posture exactly how we came in. So the head stays down. You bend the knees that the heels are coming off the floor. You bring the hands a little bit more to the front, and then you bring the knees back to the floor. Place also the feet down and then sit back onto your heels for just a short while in child's pose, where you can bring your head to the floor or place the head onto your hands to have a moment of rest, that you can feel what is happening in your body. Nice. From here, come onto your hands and onto your knees, so into all fours, tabletop position. Then we come into sleeping swan, which you might know as a pigeon, but in yin yoga they have a little bit different names. We take the left knee first, now to the front, in between our hands. So you slide the left knee to the front, bring the foot a little bit more to the right, that you're not sitting on the foot. Place the knee down, and then you slide the right leg a little bit more to the back. What can be helpful here is a rolled blanket or maybe a block underneath your left hip if you need it as an elevation. And for the first breath, we stay here upright. So we come onto the hands, or also you might use your blocks here or come on the fingertips to come into an open chest variation here. So we have a little compression in our lower back, of course, just as much as you can support. And we just stay for another 2 breaths here. Wonderful. And then you can, of course, stay upright. Or if you want, you can slowly make your way down either on your forearms or also down with the forehead, maybe on your arms or also on the floor, to come into the more relaxed way, which we call sleeping swan. And here, try to relax also the shoulders, the head, the neck, and let go of the muscle tension in your legs. And we are targeting here more or less the lower part of our body. So we have again the hips. Some might feel the inside of the left hip, but it mainly targets the outside of our left hip here. And maybe also the outside of the thigh. And we have the front of our right thigh. So the front of our leg a little bit, the right side. Breathe into the sensation and breathe into the stretches. And especially breathe into the uncomfortable zones which you can maybe feel. And whenever your thoughts are maybe like running around or going away, come back to your breath or whatever you can perceive within your body, which stretches, which spaces, which stimulation you can feel within your body. And then take one last breath here before you slowly raise your head, come back on your forearms, and come back on your hands where we came from. Have the hands grounded on the mat that you can slide the left knee back onto all fours again, and then one leg after each other, straighten it to the back to press the heel a little bit away, to stretch it out the opposite side. Good. And then we change sides. So the right knee comes to the front in between our hands. The foot comes more to the left side. Knee comes down and the left leg slides a little bit backwards. See, the knee can really be super sharp. So there's not the need to bring the lower leg like parallel or somewhere. We come first into the high version. So either on your blocks, on your hands, or on your fingertips. Open the chest, bring the shoulder blades a little bit backwards, and take some breath here in a little compression of your lower back. Nice. Take one more breath. And exhale, either stay here or make your way down onto your forearms or lower your head down, whatever feels good for you. Relax the shoulders. And then just arrive here. Let go of all the muscle action, all the tensions you're holding on to. And I know it's not so easy in this position because it can be also quite challenging. But just try to let go. We are targeting now the outside of our right hip, so more the outside of the right thigh. You might also feel it in the inside. And the front of our left leg, especially the left groin and thigh area. Stay with your breath. Stay with your focus on your mat, in your body, and with yourself. Good. And then take again 3 breaths here. And after the 3rd breath, take your head up, come on your forearms, come up on your hands, and then slide the right knee back to the left onto all fours. Either straighten one leg at the time to the back, or if you know what I'm talking about, come for 2 breaths into a downward facing dog, walking a little bit your legs here to feel the stretch on the back of your legs. Great. Bring the knees back down and sit back on your mat, bringing the legs to the front. And for the next posture, we need either a block or a rolled blanket or something which will support and elevate your hip area. So we will lay back on our back, and then we will take the block, if you have a block, on the lowest level, so really on this flat level. And we place it under our buttocks, so more the fleshy part of our buttocks. And while placing it here, we have the lower back totally off the floor. So the lower back is free here and have space. Option 1 is you stay with the feet on the floor, the arms on the mat as well. This is more gentle for your lower back and has less compression and brings more ease in a way. Or if you want, you can let the legs become long, like straight them. And then we have more compression in our lower back. And be really, really honest with yourself if this is the right thing to do. And during the next minutes, you can always change to bring the feet back to the floor. And in any position you have chosen, doesn't matter which, just relax. Let yourself go into the floor, into the block or the other prop you have, maybe underneath your hips. And we started by opening the hips. We did the back of our body, the back of the legs, the spine. We came back to the hips, inside and outside. And now we have this nice opening from the whole front body. And with the opening of the front body, we have a nice, gentle stimulation as well of the lower back. And this stimulation is really healthy and can be really beneficial if you have lower back issues, pain, or discomfort. But it can be also challenging. So if it's too much, just place the feet on the mat. Stay with your breath, and maybe you can imagine how the breath is flowing up and down the front body, bringing space and bringing a flow of energy. Energy always wants to flow. And then we are healthy and our well-being is for sure supported. Very nice. And then slowly, if you have your legs straight, place one foot at the time back to the floor by bending your knees. And now when in a moment we take off the block, be really, really careful because our lower back is super fragile and sensitive. So take the block away and slowly bring your hips back to the floor. Nice. Most of the time it's really nice feeling. And then take the knees towards yourself, to your chest, hug your knees. And this is a nice counter posture where your lower back gets now really long. And then take the hands to your knees and make circles into one circle direction and into the other. Wonderful. And then choose one side and roll to the side. This is a really healthy way for your back to sit up, and then roll all the way up into a seated position of your choice. And just for 1-2 breaths, close your eyes to really connect and feel within your body what you can perceive and what may be changed. If you can feel the wholeness, the wholeness of your body. Nice. And then open your eyes. Thank you so, so much for practicing with us. We are so, so grateful for each of you. And by supporting us, by watching, maybe subscribing to the channel, it makes it possible that we can create more content for you. Yeah, thank you so much. If you want, have a look into the video description where you can find all our offers. We are giving yin yoga teacher training and sound healer teacher training in Spain. So we are super happy to meet you maybe in person one day or otherwise in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe that you know when we release the new video. Thank you so, so much.